Welcome back to Chalk Talk with Jalen and Chuck. Little name switch.
Oh,
And we are now brought to you by Moffat Media LLC. Ollie Moffat will be the producer of this podcast. Will be handling all of the recording. She's also made some recommendations about our format, which we'll break down for you. If you think this sounds good, if you think this is good, hire Holly. Contact Moffat Media LLC. I don't know. She'll drop something in the YouTube, video. Jalen, how are you, dude? It's good to be back.
um, I have mixed feelings about football, but other than football, I'm great. How about you?
Yeah. Well, I have mixed feelings about my team, but other than that, I'm doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. I'm excited to be back doing this. So, for those who have listened, all 12 of you, welcome back if you're still here. We have a new format for the podcast, which is going to go something like this. We're going to start with the hate list, but we've cut it from five to three. If you want a new thing on your hate list, you have to replace it with something from the week before. So there's some clarity there. Then we're going to move on and we'll do a little recap of just our teams. We'll talk about the Steelers and the Vikings. After that, we'll get into our picks. After picks, we'll do basement tapes. And then we're going to do, well, the fifth segment I'll introduce when we get there because it's a new one. And I'm excited about it. But I guess we can start with the hate list. And Jalen, do you want to start with your number one?
Yeah, my number one, and this I don't know if this is ever gonna get replaced the whole year. It's just ESPN, dude. I'm so sick of ESPN. And I
Oh,
called it. It
dude.
was week one. Week one, JJ McCarthy. Oh my God, he's amazing. He's so good. This kid, this is what Jim Harbaugh thought he was gonna be. And then week two, it's like this guy stinks. Is he a bust? And I'm like, it's his second game. Everybody's injured. Like, can we just pump the brakes? But I realize it's ESPN and it's a me problem. It's not an ESPN problem. I just need to not consume anything from ESPN.
Yeah, so it's so bad that we've gotten to ESPN used to be the gold standard of sports coverage, and they have slowly dissolved into People magazine, something maybe even worse than that, like New York tabloid coverage of sports is how I see it.
Yeah. And the thing that's tough is like when you're winning, when you're up, you love ESPN because they're just glazing your team. They're glazing every player on your team. Everything
Right.
when all is good, it's good. But then like one thing goes wrong and you're like, I hate these guys. I never want to hear them talk again.
Well, and we'll talk about, I think, how similarly situated our teams in the coverage, like national coverage on things like this. Um, but yeah, I couldn't agree more. Yeah, I think my number one for the hate list to start the season, it's gotta be I have Brian Thomas as my wide receiver too, and he was awesome last year. And now I'm forced to watch Jags games, which I kind of thought I had sworn off. And I know that like we like Trevor Lawrence, but
Oh,
because he
we
was good
don't
on
hate
part of
Trevor
my
Lawrence.
take, we don't hate him anymore. But holy God, that's probably the worst this team has looked at, like from an offensive perspective these past 2 weeks. And I know I think they're 1-1 or whatever, but oh, it's a brutal watch, man. I can't stand watching Trevor Lawrence. So
I just have no idea what their plan is with Travis Hunter. I just don't know. I don't even know why they drafted him. Or, right as the team sits right now, I don't know why they drafted him.
yeah, it's looking like one of those things that's just like a huge mistake, right? And we're all just supposed to be like, I guess it was okay.
I mean, they're probably selling a lot of merch, so good for them.
Yeah, puts asses in seats and eyes on TVs, that's for sure. You got a number two?
Yeah, my number two is Tua.
Uh,
I'm really tired of this guy. Like I don't know. Every time he goes to the podium, I'm just like, oh my God, what is this guy gonna say this time? And I think it's because I just don't care and I don't really see the purpose in him playing still. I think that's what makes me angry because it's like, dude, we know you're never gonna win anything. Why are you still playing?
Yeah, and the whole thing last year where he says he's not going to wear a Guardian cap because he wants his kids to think he was brave. Like, dude, I want your kids to like know you can speak English.
Yeah.
You know, your kids are going to know that you were mid by the time they get to that. And by the way, like and then by the time you care about what your kids understand about your career, they're going to understand you were an incredible college quarterback. You were a pretty good NFL quarterback when you were healthy. Uh, that's an accomplishment that like 0.00001% of planet Earth accomplishes, if not smaller. Like, congrats, man, but it's time to hang it up.
I agree. And the Dolphins are so bad, man.
They're really
I
bad.
don't know. Like the locker room just feels so divided between like McDork and Tyreek and Tua. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. Just get them off my TV.
It's really crazy how fast it feels like it happened.
Yeah, because I honestly thought they were gonna be like really good for a while, like 2, 3 years ago. I was like, oh, this team's really building something here. Like they got all this speed. McDaniel is awesome, but no, I'm just tired of him.
Yeah, and I think that the team is built around just not letting Tua get hit. And when that's your infrastructure, it's you never are going to be able to develop things that last long enough for the ball to get downfield. And their offense is stagnant now.
Yeah.
All right. My number two for the hate list is fantasy football stress. Um, it's unbelievable how much I love playing fantasy football, but also how much it stresses me out from week to week. And I'm in the least amount of leagues I've ever been in. I'm the most invested in the teams that I have. Really, I'm only in two leagues I care about. And Jalen and I have decided to shadow manage my brother's fantasy league, which is something that we can talk about. Um, but I've never been this stressed, and I'm sort of envious of those not playing at this point.
Yeah, fantasy. I'm not playing this year. So,
And
and
how does it?
I gotta be honest, it feels kind of good to just turn the TV on and just chill on Sundays now. Because I got to the point last year where I was like, I can't even watch the games because it's stressing me out so bad.
Yeah, I mean, there have been points already this year where I'm like, I'm sweating over my fantasy game, and I'm watching a good game, and I'm cheering for the team that it would be more fun if they scored not to score because I have a fantasy interest, and that kind of sucks. I do want to be able to just sit there and enjoy the game. Um, but I love fantasy too much. So I hate the like tug and pull of it right now. I'll get over it by like week 4. But right now
Yeah,
it feels like a lot.
it's so good sometimes too though because when you have all these blowouts like a random week where every game is just bad, you're just like the day is still fun because you're cheering for your guys to score.
Right. Right. And yeah, right. And then the opposite exactly is there's a bad game and I have that bad game on and I'm, you know, bent over with my hands on my thighs watching the game like with my nose to the television praying that the Buffalo defense can stop, you know, the Dolphins so that I get the full 10 points for my defense and I can win that week.
Yeah,
So,
and then you're just pissed off at random players every single week.
oh, dude,
Mostly quarterbacks, but or coaches. Dude, the list never ends. You just like you shift your blame to anybody to feel better about why your guys sucked that week.
it's true. And I'll say the one benefit is this year we've had the Steelers have been they're going to be bad, I think, and it's nice to have like be able to watch Josh Allen and cheer for him. So,
Yeah.
number 3 for you, man.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but my number three is I hate that the Chiefs are bad because I really think the NFL like it it's like a weird thing like where in basketball like when the Lakers are good
Yeah.
Like you hate them, but it's so much more fun to have this like
Villain.
super villain. And like I want the Chiefs to lose, but I don't want them to lose while they're like they're so bad this year. Like they have nobody on offense to throw to. Like it just looks terrible. And I want them to fall when they're like at their highest. I don't want to like beat them up while they're down, if that makes sense.
It makes sense actually, and it matches. It's very similar to my number three. My number three is that I have to watch the Chiefs so much this year because
Yeah.
they're on almost every nationally televised game a week. They're
They're
either
on
on Thursday
six, I
night or
think.
Sunday night or Monday, right? Are they on six?
I think they have six primetime games this year.
And while the game this last week against the Eagles was the primetime game, it's the prime spot of the afternoon games where they're playing
I
the
mean,
Eagles.
they basically made it the primetime game by shoving 12 games in the morning slot and putting three in the afternoon. What was
Right.
it, 11
So
maybe? I don't know.
so I'm forced to watch this team so much, and they are bad. And I think I sympathize with what you're saying, where it's like it sucks that the mighty have fallen and they're falling very fast out of grace. And we say this, and then the Chiefs will rip off a 10-game winning streak, and we'll be back here talking about how annoying they are. But I really don't. The team is bad.
Uh,
Y-
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, they're really bad.
the
You know what?
infrastructure.
That just reminded me. I should have had the Chiefs on there for wearing free Rasheed Rice shirts because what is that all about?
Dude, that is insane.
I mean, this dude, what did he like cause like a six-car collision for speeding and then he ran away? Like,
And it's not like a noble thing to be taking a stand on as your wide receiver who makes millions and millions of dollars. Who's by the way not in jail for something that most people would go to jail for.
oh,
Uh is just suspended from the NFL for a couple of weeks.
yeah,
It's ridiculous. Yeah. Free most people, but not Rasheed Rice, dude. Um
no,
yeah, that's the hate list. I like it, dude. Strong lists. I knew that
very strong.
I was saving the Chiefs thing for the end, and then you said that, and I thought that if we had one thing in common, it would be that. Uh, dude, it sucks watching them. They're so boring. The way they play offense is so boring. And Mahomes looks like he's maybe lost a bit of the deep ball magic.
Well, he's got nobody to throw to.
Yeah, I mean, who
Like,
was that receiver? Thornton came wide open and he missed him, and then he got him like two plays later, but it was bad.
yeah. I don't know, man. It's hard to catch a rhythm when you're throwing like 4 yard passes all game, and then they're like, "Oh, we're gonna throw it deep this time."
Right, we're gonna open it up for the end. Yeah,
Yeah,
I agree. All right. Do you wanna start talking about the Vikings, or should I just start talking about the Steelers? Because
I don't know. I think both are like both are gonna be fun to talk about because I think we're in like the same place, just misery.
yeah, man, it's mediocrity. It's layered mediocrity. The Steelers thing is super frustrating because they're gonna be in the news cycle because of the Rodgers thing, and the Steelers are a huge franchise in the NFL, and it 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 really feels like the end of the empire of the Mike Tomlin run, where we've got the blown kickoff thing. There's the defense looks really bad, and we have the highest paid defense, so that's like completely unjustified. Um, the team looks really old, and it looks like we maybe missed like Watt's window to be an impactful defensive player on a playoff team. So I don't know. It's man, it sucks. This is such a hard thing to go through and watch because I know they're gonna give me hope. I know we're gonna beat teams. We're gonna be right around 500, but we're gonna make the playoffs. We're gonna lose in the first round, or we're gonna miss the playoffs by one game. or a tiebreaker. Just sucks. That's where I'm at
Yeah,
right
I mean, I think you're right on track for 9-8, to be honest. So
now. Yeah.
I don't know what's so bad about this year compared to last year or the year before or the year before or the year before.
Yeah. I think what's
You know?
worse about this year, I guess, is that I really thought coming into the season, I was like, well, at least the defense will be unbelievable because we've got a lot of talent and the
You
defense
might
is
ju
so bad.
Yeah, you might just have to give him a little bit of time, though. I mean, people are like, I'm actually not as down on the Steelers as a lot of other people are, um,
That's
and
good
I'm
to
not
hear.
really that down on Rodgers because the interception wasn't even his fault.
No, it really wasn't. I'm down on the way like Rogers is just like completely over trying to be chill about anything and publicly calls out this guy for his first mistake of the year. I didn't love that.
Well, there's more to come. So
I know, I know. By the time he's done, he'll have burnt down that locker room, which I'm not sure matters anyway.
yeah,
And
probably not.
yeah, and I think you and I are also in the similar spot where our teams are just gonna be covered by media a lot. You're starting a rookie quarterback, essentially rookie quarterback. I don't, who is gonna have his ups and downs. And when he looks good, he looks really good, and he looks bad, it looks really bad. Um, and I'm starting the most controversial quarterback in the NFL of the past 5 years, so that's awesome.
Um, yeah, who do you guys have next week or this week?
We play the Pats, um, which is a weird
Winnable.
game. Winnable. We're road favorites. Spoiler.
Okay, not a place you want to be, but
Yeah, I know. Steelers are better dogs. Steelers are better dogs. Um, yeah, you got what do you got to say about Minnesota in this past week? Because it was weird.
Vikings talk. On top of the world when you came over for Monday night. I thought the second half, JJ was awesome.
Yep.
I'm like, hey man, we might really be like off to a hot start this year. I mean, of course, I didn't expect like anything crazy, like anything similar to last year, but I thought he looked good in that like second half against the Bears. But dude, that Falcons game, my God, I've never been like so bored watching a football game and just like, dude, this guy looks so lost out there. But I will say the Vikings have so many injuries. Like Darisaw's out, the center goes out, Van
Yeah.
Ginkel was out, Harrison Smith is out, Aaron Jones is on IR, Blake Cashman's on IR, Jordan Addison is on suspension from his DUI or whatever. And then JJ had, he had a baby like 2 days before that. So it might have just been like everything went wrong at once for that
Yeah.
game.
And
But
I think uh, JJ's like going to be out for a few weeks. Is that true?
I guess they said he has like a high ankle sprain, but I
Yeah, he's
didn't see
expected
him
to
look
miss two to
hurt
four
the whole
weeks.
time. He just looked like he just looked lost. He didn't look hurt to me.
And it could be, look, the offensive line stuff this could be a situation where it's like a light benching, but it could just be due to the circumstances. You are missing some big pieces. You're missing Aaron Jones. You laid it out. And if I was the head coach and this guy looked pretty good when the offense was somewhat, put together, it is worth just taking a step back and going, let's give this kid some time to figure it out without
Yeah.
dying back there.
Yeah, let's fire up Carson Wentz.
Yeah, right. I mean, look, you can bring him back against the Browns um in 2 weeks at home and feel pretty good about it, I think.
Yeah. I don't know what the like what's the ceiling for this team? Like
No, I know it's
what am
I
I
feel the same
hoping
way,
for
like,
this
what's the
year?
expectation? And your expectation's different, I think. My expectation or what I wanted is I want Rodgers to win a playoff game in Pittsburgh. I wanna win a playoff game. I think your expectation and your want is first year starter, missing a bunch of guys in the beginning of the season, able to put it together at the end of the year for a wild card push. And
Yeah.
I think that's a good result, especially in your division, which is good. Like you have a good division. So
Yeah.
I think that's a reasonable expectation. And like a totally reasonable ask from your team.
Yeah, it just sucks, man. I miss Sam Darnold already. Never thought
Yeah.
I'd say it, but
Dude, he's turning
and
out
I
to just
kind
be
of
a decent starter.
he is, and I kind of am like, hell, why didn't we just keep Daniel Jones as the backup? Maybe he was too good. I don't know.
I don't know, dude. I'm sure we'll get to that when we get to the games because that's just been it's kind of a fun story. I hate to say it, but it is.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into games. Let's get into picks.
Okay. So same format as last year. We are picking. We have to pick a money line. So that's teams, either like for example, Bills or Dolphins. We have to choose Bills or Dolphins, and then we have to pick one out of the two of the next lines, which could be the over under total of the game or the spread. And then we did a bonus format to where if you want to go big, you can try to pick all three, but you have to go 3 for 3. If you go 2 for 3, you get 0 points. If you go 0 for 3, you get -1 points.
Yep. All right. It's good to know. That's a good reminder because I kind of forgot how we did this, and I probably would have ripped a bunch of threes if there was no penalty. But that's
Yeah,
a
I think
hefty
like the
penalty, and I like
scoring
it.
ended up being like really,
Um,
really good last year, so we'll just run it back, I think.
yeah, it was really tight at the end of the year, which was cool. Do you want to go 50 on it, just each up front? I know we tried
Yeah.
to do some gimmick last year,
Yeah,
and
dude.
I
Yeah.
just never did it.
50
So
50K.
let's go 50 up front. Cool. 50K, the million
Yeah,
dollar
I
picks
love it.
with Bill Simmons, 50K. All right. Let's do game one. Exciting. Miami versus Buffalo Thursday night, 6 p.m. kickoff. Buffalo is favored by 11 and a half points. The over under is 50 and a half. Jalen,
I
who do you
don't like the
like?
Dolphins. I'm gonna go Bills. Bills minus 11 and a half.
Yeah. Um I'm with you. The Dolphins, it's a disaster. I know that this is a short week, but the Bills look good. They won a weird game week 1. I don't know how much stock to put into that. That felt like the Ravens lost more
Cool.
than the Bills won, but they absolutely dominated a Jets team that actually didn't look too bad against the Steelers. I think that they take care of business against bad teams. I like the Bills to cover
Yeah.
and win, so
Yeah,
we're the same
I
on that.
can't touch the over under because Miami could score 7 points.
That's the problem. I would have picked the over if I trusted Miami to score, but I actually think the Bills have a pretty good defense. It was just a bad week 1, and their offense is gonna swallow
I
this
don't
team
even
up.
know
They
if
may
it's
score 3
bad, dude.
points.
Lamar and Derrick Henry are just like sometimes they just get going and you can't do anything.
Right, they're gone. Right, and that's what that game kind of felt like. Oh, well, it's one of those games where Derrick Henry is hitting every hole perfectly, and Lamar Jackson, every time he keeps the ball, feels like he's gonna do something special with it, and the Bills had no answer until a fluke fumble, so it is what it is. Alright, next game, Green Bay Packers, the red hot Green Bay Packers go into Cleveland. Oh boy, this is, geez, two real barn burners to start. Green Bay's a 7.5 point favorite. The over/under set at 41.5. Miles Garrett in Green Bay. I'll start. I'm gonna take Green Bay on the money line, cover the spread. The over/under is enticing, but it's another situation where I don't know if
I
Cleveland
don't
can
even know
score.
what Cleveland is this year. Are we still just gonna roll out Flacco
Yeah,
every week? Like, what's the point?
I don't know. I mean, and if you don't roll out Flacco, you're gonna roll out Gabriel, I think. I don't think that Shador is the second string quarterback. I think we're gonna get to see all 3 of them play. I think that soon we'll get Gabriel, and then I'm guessing Gabriel will get hurt, and then they'll play Shador for a week or 2,
I mean, I don't think it
right?
matters who you throw out. Just like why are you trying to what? I just don't get the point of Joe Flacco. Like, just throw the rookies in. What are you trying to accomplish this year?
No, you're right about that, and here's the bummer about both Joe Flacco and Deshaun Watson or not Deshaun Watson, sorry. Talk about Cleveland, and Jameis Winston being where they're at, they would be really exciting signs for, like, Cincinnati or
Yeah,
Minnesota or, like, bridge quarterbacks while these guys are hurt, right? But in but instead, they're just stuck on these dud teams where I don't wanna watch Flacco this week, but I'd be stoked to see Flacco lace him up against the Bengals or against the
yeah,
Vikings. I
for
know you guys
sure.
play the Bengals. Something like that, you know? Um,
Yeah,
but you're right, I
I'm
don't know
going
what Cleveland
Packers.
is. It's bad.
Packers cover also, and I don't know if
Yeah,
Cleveland's gonna.
yeah.
Cleveland is a terrible team to bet on because out of nowhere they'll just either win a game or they'll lose by like one, and you're like, where did this come from? You guys suck.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because Myles Garrett will take
Or
over for
Cedric
three and a
Tillman will
half
have
quarters.
170 receiving yards.
Right. Like, what the hell? Yeah, the Cincinnati game week 1 was
Just
just
weird.
we'll get to Cincinnati. Alright, next game. This is an entertaining game, and I can't wait to talk about it, but Colts at Tennessee. Colts are 4.5-point favorites on the road. The over/under set at 43.5. Nobody's looked better than the Colts through the first couple of weeks of the season. Um, the first 2 weeks of the season, I guess I should say. And Tennessee's got an exciting young quarterback who I don't think is bad at all.
Oh, he looks solid.
4.5 on the road feels
Yeah,
right? He looks pretty good. And the 4.5 is such a rat line, man. It's so tricky.
it is, man. The Colts are kind of hot though. I think I'm going to take the Colts and take them to cover.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, so I'll take the Colts, I'll take him to cover, but I actually
Okay.
kinda like the over in this game.
Really, you like the over against the what is it? What is it? The Triangle of Doom.
Oh, dude, how could I forget about the Triangle of Doom?
These guys, I mean, like, what do you do against these guys? You got this guy here and here and here.
Yeah,
Collinsworth has been great this year.
here's the thing, like oh, man, dude, we had some great Collinsworth what was it? That first game that they played because the first Thursday night game is on, um, NBC, what was that?
What was that game? It was Eagles Cowboys, right?
Eagles, Cowboys, and yeah. And Collins, yeah, it's so good to be back and watch these guys throw the ball. And you got quarterbacks everywhere. You're two of the
I
best
loved
of them
during
in
the
the
Bills
game.
Ravens game where he just started laughing when Lamar was like doing all this crazy stuff, and when Bill Simmons called it the Collinsworth tackle meter, I was like, that's perfect because he just starts laughing sometimes.
That is perfect. Oh. Yeah, the triangle of doom. Yeah, no, I'm gonna take the over against the triangle of doom. 43.5 feels low for how much the Colts have been scoring. They've scored 33 and 29 in their games, and their first game was against the Dolphins, who can't score at all. I think Tennessee has some ability to move the football down the field. They've managed to put up 12 and 19 points in their first week, 12 against the Broncos. If they put up 12 and the Colts put up what they've been putting
Yeah.
up, I think you get there. So I'll take it. Take the risk. All right, you want to introduce this next game? Why not?
Next on the list is the Bengals and Vikings. This is probably the matchup of the day. We've got Jake Browning versus Carson Wentz. Um, I'm so excited for this game. It might just go in the top right of my quad box and maybe not get looked at for until like the fourth quarter, maybe. I don't really care what
Dude.
happens in this game because my entire roster is hurt. So
Yeah, I mean, okay. There is an electricity factor to this that is I haven't seen Carson Wentz play a real meaningful football game
that's
in
a good point. And we're
a minute.
favored somehow. We're
And
2.5 point favorites.
and you guys are 2.5 point favorites, dude. Oh, I part of that has to just be the
Yeah.
pass rush, the pass rush that you guys are gonna put on Jake
Dude, he
fucking
can ball
Browning.
out sometimes.
Um, it was for a guy who threw 3 picks in three
Yeah.
quarters and managed to win.
Plus he's got a hot girlfriend,
Yeah,
right?
I don't
It
know.
am I
It's a
am I
weird.
crazy? I think I remember they showed her
Yeah,
like
that's
seven
right.
times last year
That's right.
in Joe Burrow's box, right? Yeah.
It was in Joe Burrow's box.
God, it's all
Yes.
coming back. This is
Oh. Yeah, no, Joe Burrow invites her
Joe
in his
Burrow's
box every
in
weekend, right? That's kind of the
yeah.
gimmick.
Yeah, that's what it was, yeah. Is this a
That's what it was.
what is this? A poop factor? What do we
Oh, I mean, this is the it's so bad
Yeah,
that it
sure.
works its way into good.
Um
That's what I think. I feel like you kind of got to watch it because there's so many
yeah, this
variables.
is well, I haven't really looked at the full slate. I don't know if it
Where are you
deserves
gonna
TV
go?
time this week, but I'll probably flip over to it. Um, I guess I'll take the Vikings, sure. But
Okay.
um,
Gonna take them money. Are you gonna take them on the line too?
I think this is just a 50-50 game, so I'm just gonna take the Bengals to cover.
Ah, smart. Um,
Yeah.
I'll take Bengals to cover. I don't know. Like, let's just have fun with that. I don't know. Or that's not a full faithful me picking this game because I think your defense might kill Jake
Yeah, but if we
Browning.
can't score any points, then
Yeah, Cincinnati's
it is
defense is
bad, you're right.
really bad though. You still have Justin Jefferson. Oh, you know what? Take me off. I mean, picking Cincinnati, you kind of have to pick them to cover, but take me off Cincinnati to cover, which makes no sense. Give me the
You want
under.
so you
I don't think we're going to see a
so you
ton of
want
points.
Bengals money line, Vikings minus 2.5. Wait, there's wait, what?
No, no, no. I just don't
Oh,
want to
okay.
do the
You just want the
trifecta.
under.
I just
Okay,
want to do
I gotcha.
Bengals money line in the under. Yeah.
Under.
The trifecta scares me on
I
this
mean,
one.
I yeah, this whole game scares me.
Yeah. All right.
Ready?
Here we go. Are you ready for this? Pittsburgh Steelers, New England Patriots in Gillette Stadium. 10 years ago, this was Antonio Brown and Ben Roethlisberger versus Tom Brady and Bill Belichick. It was an awesome game. All eyes on it. This year, it's Drake May versus Aaron Rodgers. Um, Mike Tomlin versus Vrabel. The Steelers are 1.5 point favorites on the road. I hate it. Um, I don't think I think the Patriots are the year away from being that like a playoff team. I think next year they'll be good. When Drake May has time to do stuff, they look good. For some reason, I think the Steelers are going to bounce back this week. I think they're going to handle business, and I'm going to
Okay.
take them to win and cover.
I think this is a coin flip game, so I'm doing the same thing as the last game. I'm gonna take Steelers win, Pats cover. I think this is
Nice.
an interesting game though.
Okay.
I'll have this one on
I
for
mean,
sure.
yeah. This is watchable for the purposes of like putting this on your TV. I think the Patriots are. I think Drake May's fun to watch, and I think the Steelers are fun to watch from the perspective of how fast can this train crash with Rodgers? Because week one was this magical thing where he threw 4 touchdowns, and then week two, once the wheels fell off, and that guy didn't grab the kickoff, and they scored on that, it was
Hey
over.
man, just stay up. It's week 2. And your team is healthy.
You're right. You're right. You're right. We are healthy. All right. This next game is super watchable. Maybe the best game in the morning slate. Uh, the Rams versus the Eagles in Philadelphia. Philadelphia, 3.5 point favorites. The over-under is 45.5 points. Phillies looked good for the first 2 weeks, but boring. The Rams have looked good, but exciting. What are you thinking,
Little
Jalen?
rematch from the playoffs last year.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the Eagles to win and cover.
Oh,
I know bold, but actually, we might get some pushback on the tush push this week for the offsides stuff.
yeah. I don't know what the NFL is going to do about that. People are getting really sick of the tush push.
I don't really know where I stand on it, to be honest, because it's like, okay, well, why don't other teams just do it? Like Philly has this really unique setup of these 5, 6, 7 insanely strong guys, and it works. I don't know if it would work without, you know, if I don't think you can just slot in other people onto the Eagles and have it work. I think it's like very specific to the personnel that they have. But it's very it's very boring to watch, and you're kind of just like, oh, it's third and 2, it's fourth and 2, it's fourth and 1. They're just gonna convert and keep chewing the clock. Like it kind of makes their games boring to watch because
Yeah.
the drives are so long. But I don't know.
I think the remedy to this is I was thinking about this because I was listening to Bill Simmons and Sal talk about how it does suck that if these guys get it to like 2nd and 3, they just get 2 free plays to move the chains. And that's not really football. And I agree with that. I think the solution is you can only run it once per
Oh, you
series.
think it's like a fourth down only kind of thing?
So yeah, you either can run it once, but if you run it twice, it's a 10-yard penalty and you move the
My
chains back.
question
You
is,
don't get
how
the first
different
down.
does this look when you have, like, you're talking about the 2nd and 3, they have 2 free downs because of the tush push. Do they not have 2 free downs with Hurts and Barkley anyways? Like, how much different is a Saquon run into a Jalen Hurts quarterback sneak non tush push version? Like, how 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 many less do they convert on with that formula?
I mean, I think the closest thing you get to do is you just get to look at the Ravens. How effective are they from 3rd and 3
Right,
and
but
4th and 3 or
but
whatever?
Jalen Hurts
Third
is
and
not
three,
Lamar
fourth and
Jackson.
No, I mean I do think that it would impact them. If they couldn't on 3rd and 3 run the tush push to guarantee you get that like
Yeah.
4th and 1 or 4th and 1.5, where you know you're gonna convert. I think it would change calculus at least a little bit, but it's a well taken point. I just standing it all right, like all out because one team is really good at it feels
Yeah.
wrong. It feels like there should be an answer to that. But also them just not having to worry about short distance is also
Yeah,
BS.
I guess we have another year of it.
Boring.
I'm sure they're gonna change something after this season though.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. So you take Philly to win and cover. I'm gonna take Philly to win,
Okay.
but I think the
Who's their
Rams are gonna
kicker?
cover. Oh boy.
This is a field goal type line, so
I don't know who is the Rams kicker. That's a good no, that's
Jake
true.
Elliott's been
Let's
hot.
go to the roster.
Surely that won't change.
Uh I have no idea who their kicker is, man. That's bad on me. Bad job by me.
He might not be rostered in your fantasy league.
Uh,
Rupee?
oh, here we go.
Oh, Cardi.
Joshua
Yeah.
Cardi.
Yeah. 23. 23 years old, 6'2", 207. Good for him.
Yeah,
Oh,
I have faith they'll
get
cover
this.
this. I think it's gonna
NFC
be a good
Special
game.
Teams Player of the Month last December, January for hitting all 13 field goal attempts. He's pretty good.
Love
Yep.
it, man. That's what we're looking for. We're
Oh,
looking
yeah.
for that in a 3.5 point line. All right. Oh boy, this next one's a stinker. Jets at Tampa Bay. Tampa favored by 6.5, over under 43.5. Tampa's been really fun. The Egbuka thing is awesome. The Jets were fun week one. They were last week was horrible. I I think that the Jets are going to get better under this coach. I think they have a pretty good coach. I don't want to give up on Aaron Glenn necessarily, but Fields is going to be out.
Oh, boy.
Tyrod Taylor's starting. Uh, it's his first time starting in 624 games, Jalen.
That's surprising.
And or sorry,
Okay.
624 days, not games. 624 days. It's a long time to not have started an NFL game. That's 2 years pretty much. Uh, oh boy. Hard to not take Bucks to
That's what
win,
I'm
Bucks to
doing.
cover here. Yeah. Yeah, and it's the Bucks home opener too. They haven't played at home yet. Pretty
The
cut and
Bucks
dry.
the Bucks are one of my
I
favorite
won't be
teams to
watching much.
watch this year. They've had good games. The Jets game
Baker's
probably
awesome.
won't be too tuned in to it, but Baker's like one of the most fun players to
Yeah,
watch. I swear. He's Iceman in the fourth too. He's so good,
for
so
sure.
clutch.
Yeah, he's awesome. It's been awesome. It's so dude, the Baker thing is so great. The Browns abandoning him. They're in quarterback hell. He's been nothing but good in Tampa.
Can we
It's
circle
just a
back to
great
the Browns real
story.
quick? Is Deshaun Watson on the team still?
He is. Yeah. They have not paid out his contract to have him released
That's
from the team,
right,
so he's
because
just
they put
rotting
out that birthday
as like
tweet too.
a
Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Deshaun.
yeah, and he's just like a $30 million cap hit every
Good
week
for him, man.
or every year.
Yeah.
Oh man. Hey man, get that guaranteed dough. Uh all right, next game. Raiders at Commanders. Washington is favored by 3.5. The over-under's 44.5. Um Jaden Daniels with a sprained knee seems like he's gonna play. If the line is them favored by 3.5. Vegas always knows. I think Jaden Daniels will play in this game. I'm not sold on Washington's defense. I think it's pretty bad. The Raiders are the Seahawks. I don't think they're going to play a lot of normal games. You're going to get weird Geno things like horrible Geno games, and then he'll bounce back and be really good this week. This is one of those weird ones because if Jaden doesn't play, I like the Raiders, but I'm going to assume Jaden plays. I'll take the Commanders to win and the Raiders to cover.
I mean, the line feels like he's playing, right?
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it totally does. I mean, they haven't said anything definitive. It doesn't seem like he's going to be out, but of course, Marcus Mariota waits in the wings. As a backup, he's pretty good,
Yeah, I'm
but
gonna take
yeah.
the Commanders to win and cover. Um, I don't think the Raiders have it figured out yet.
Okay.
13 points,
It's
9
tough, man.
points, first 2 games. It's like,
Yeah.
eh.
The offense isn't there. The Max Crosby thing against this line is going to be interesting because I think this is a bad line that
Yeah.
the Commanders have. All right. Oh boy. The Atlanta Falcons playing the Carolina Panthers in Atlanta. 5.5 points for Atlanta, over under 43.5. Carolina looks like they're regressing from where they ended the season last year. Although the end of last week's game, it got close. Uh, they mounted a decent comeback. Bryce Young threw for 3 touchdowns and only 1 pick, which feels like improvement. I think he had a fumble too. Uh, I don't know, man. Carolina's so hard to evaluate.
Yeah. And I don't think the Falcons are
Just
that
face
hard
this.
to evaluate. I think the Falcons are good. I think their defense is good. Yeah, yeah. I
Do
do. I
you?
think they're solid. I'm taking them to win and cover.
All right. Um, yeah, God, I don't know. Penix with only 140 passing yards last
Yeah,
week, it
but they were,
scares me
I
a little
mean,
bit, but
I felt like their
um,
plan was Bijan, and it was Minnesota's defense is pretty good too, even with the
it
guys
worked.
missing. Like Flores is hard to go against, but
Yeah.
I thought Penix did enough last week, and from what I've seen from him this year and like last season, I think he's really solid.
I think he's solid too. And I think you're right. I'm going to put my trust in him. I'm going to take Atlanta to win and cover. You talk me into it. Uh,
Yeah,
I think you got to put
and
your
Bijan,
trust in him a little bit.
sorry, not Bijan, Bijan is very very good.
Jean, he is looking like he's going to be elevated into the sort of, I don't know if I want to say he's in the Derrick Henry slash,
He's close.
Saquon argument, but he's in the Gibbs and him
Yeah,
kind of exist
I
in
can
tier
agree with
2
that.
alone. So, he's really good. All right, this next game is a division game. I think there's a lot riding on this actually. Houston at Jacksonville. Jacksonville favored by 1.5. Over under set at 44.5. Brian Robinson has a wrist injury. We don't know what that looks like going into the game. I anticipate he'll play. Uh, Jacksonville's won some games this year, or they've won a game this year, and they should have beat Cincinnati last week. Felt like I can't even explain how they managed to lose that game where they had 3 interceptions. Uh, and Houston they look bad on offense.
Yeah,
I don't get it.
yeah, they kind of fell off like pretty hard the last couple of years.
Where Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's their defense is really good. I actually, and this will tell you what I think about Houston because I'm going to take Houston to win, and
Me
I'm going to
too.
take them to cover. I think Houston is better than Jacksonville. I think they had a tough first 2 weeks. I think the Rams are a really good team. I think the Bucks are a really good team. And to start your season against those two teams who have pretty good defenses and fun offenses, um, you finally get an opportunity to play a team that's not been played.
Yeah, I like the Texans here too. I mean, I just can't really. I don't think the Texans are worse than the Jags. Basically, simply put, I think they're still better than the Jags. And fun fact, you can
Yeah,
get into this game for only
I
$22. So the low, the
hey,
lowest ticket
what do you
price
know?
by pretty large margin on the list of games for Sunday.
I mean, that's unbelievable because
22
Jacksonville's
bucks
not
is
that bad.
crazy, man. Like,
22 bucks. What else are you doing in Jacksonville anyway, man? What the hell is there to do in Jacksonville? Smoke
this
meth? I
Florida
don't know.
stuff.
Uh, just shitting on Jacksonville here real quick. Uh, all right. It's good to hear that I'm not. I was feeling a little crazy about the Houston thing, but I just think they're better than that. Next game is a good game. So that ends the morning slate, and NFL figure it out. Bump two of these games down. It's ridiculous. Um, Afternoon slate starts with Denver and the Chargers in Los Angeles. Chargers 2.5 point favorites, over under set at 45.5. Coming into the year, dude, I don't think I've seen a team get more favorable coverage for
Oh my
doing less
god.
than Denver. And dude, it was unbelievable. And like I don't even hate what Denver's doing. I think they're good, but man,
Bro,
it
there
was a
was people
suck
picking
job.
them for the Super Bowl. I'm like, are we watching the same team? Like this is crazy.
Right. And I hate when we do this as sports fandom. It's like I'm taking Denver as my dark horse Super Bowl team, and it's like we're not even, or some guys not even saying dark horse. They're like that defense is good. Wouldn't be surprised to see them playing in February. And hey, Denver's building something fun. They're doing something good. I don't think they're a bad team. Let's
Yeah.
just chill for a minute. We're a little bit away from the Super Bowl run
Especially
out
in their
of Denver.
division too.
Uh, on the other Right, right. In their division, which is horribly hard. On the other hand, the Chargers are a team that I did really like coming into the season. I think they're improving tremendously. I wouldn't be surprised to see them play in the second round of the
Yeah,
playoffs.
especially if
They
they had
might win the
Slater
division.
too.
Right, right. And when they lost Slater, I think the coverage was, man, those cursed Chargers. But they're able to have the best option to replace him possible, and it's working. They beat the Chiefs week 1. They handled the Raiders, and that game was looking very Chargersy at the end of the Raiders Chargers game, where they go 3 and out like 4 times, and they gave the Raiders so many opportunities starting in the last 5 minutes of the third quarter till about the 3-minute mark of the fourth quarter, come back into the game, and their defense just handled business, and I think that's huge.
Yeah,
I
me
like the
too.
Chargers to win and cover here.
I mean, Bo Nix is still like a wild card. Also, Justin Herbert is like, I feel like you can trust him most of the time. Bo Nix, I'm like, yo, are you gonna be able to move the ball today, or what do you? How many times are you gonna yell at your head coach too? That kind of makes me mad
Oh
when he
my
does
god,
that.
dude. I hate it. I hate it. Uh, And I know that, it's hard. These guys are passionate athletes who
Yeah,
are, wound up like crazy, and I'm sure them yelling at each other is like a way that they communicate or whatever. It's kind of like, hey man, let's tone it back
yeah,
a
I
little
I
bit.
agree.
Um, yeah, no, I don't know. I do like what the Chargers are building. I think this is a no-brainer for me. Um, all right. This is gonna be a bad game. New Orleans at Seattle. Seattle's 7.5 point favorites. Over unders 41.5. The Saints have kind of just been exactly what you would expect them to be, bad but a little scrappy. They have enough veteran presence on the team where they're not going to roll over most games, at least at the beginning of the year before things get bad. They should probably trade Kamara
Yeah.
and get some value out of him. And Seattle, I think, is pretty good. They lost a week 1 game in a bad way, and they handled the Steelers in
Second
Pittsburgh.
half,
I mean, they
especially
handled them.
Darnold was on fire second half. Cooper Cup.
Yeah, and it's good. Dude, I'm
Cooper
happy.
Cup. He's
What was that?
alive. Yeah, he was really
Cooper
good last
Cup.
week actually.
Yeah, and I don't know. I'm thrilled to see Sam Darnold still be
Me
competitive.
too.
I think it's nice.
That being said, this line's
Um,
pretty tough, I think. 7.5 is yeah.
yeah, 7.5 for Seattle. It's it's a big number, dude. Um, I'm gonna take Seattle to win. I think they do win
I
this
was gonna
game.
say I
I'll
almost
take the
like the
over at
over
41 and a
because
half.
what did the Saints put up against the 49ers? It was 26-21, right? I
Yeah.
think I'm gonna roll with the over as well. 41.5. Kenneth Walker
Okay.
is healthy,
Yeah,
so you never know. He might just score 4 touchdowns himself.
dude. Benched him last week on fantasy. Still won, but
Yeah.
having him is hell. Uh
This
oh,
is a
dude,
good
this next
game.
game is a good game for purposes of pure entertainment. Dallas at Chicago. Dallas is a 1.5 point favorite on the road. The over under set
Good
at
lord.
50 and a
That's
half,
so
dude.
many points.
Good lord. Well, you're justified in saying that, but the Bears gave up 52
They did,
points
yeah,
last
that's
week.
true. That was like I feel like that's different though because I think Dan Campbell
And
just wanted to whoop his. Oh yeah, dude, he was
bump
so
them.
ready for that game. I feel like.
Yeah, dude, but then Dallas also gave up 37 points to the
That
Giants. Um, oh, this game's gonna be so fun. That Dallas Giants game was so fun. Dallas is gonna be fun this year just because they play zero
yeah,
defense and they are going to score a bunch. Chicago is it's aw dude. I know I shouldn't cheer for somebody's downfall, but
I
man, is
love
it fun to
watching
watch
him
Caleb Williams be bad.
suck. It's so nice. I just like I don't know why because I don't even
It's
have like
so nice.
crazy like Utah ties to him. I mean, I think it's a stupid thing he did when he painted his nails and stuff, but he's just very easy to like to hate on, I feel like.
Yeah, yeah, he's like the most punchable
Yep.
guy in the NFL right now.
I think I'm taking the Cowboys.
So, oh, dude, I'm taking the Cowboys for sure. Uh, and I'll take them to cover,
I
and I'll
was
take the
gonna
over
do the
too. I'll go for the
trifecta.
trifecta.
Damn it.
Do it,
All right.
dude. Join me in the trifecta. The
It's gonna
trifecta is
be
so fun on this one, man.
17-13 now.
How that
Actually,
we've only
that's not even
gone. It's
possible
gonna be
because
17 to
Brandon
13. It's
Aubrey
gonna
can
be
kick from 70 yards, so they'll put up a good amount of points no matter what.
yeah. Is he's the most valuable player on that team, right?
It's I mean there's definitely an argument for it.
It's not George
No,
Pickens.
no, it's definitely not George Pickens.
Um, all right. Well, that game will be on. For entertainment purposes alone, that game will be on. All right. Next game. Arizona, San Francisco.
It's,
In San Francisco, it looks like the Niners are 2.5 point favorites. The over-under is 45.5. Are the Niners expecting Purdy
I
to be
I
back?
have no idea. I don't think you could look at the injury report right now and get an accurate lineup for Sunday either. You'll probably have to check at
No.
about 2 hours before kickoff to know who's playing for the 49ers.
Yeah, and dude, here's you ready for my favorite right here? Brock Purdy's questionable
Oh.
with a toe and a shoulder. Um, oh, I didn't. It's a weird combo of injury. Look, if Purdy plays, I like the Niners here. I think that I think the Niners are going to be good this year. I think they'll probably win 10 to 11 games or their wild card, maybe even win the division. Uh McCaffrey's still healthy. They don't really have a receiver that's emerged yet. I know that Kittle went on to the IR, which sucks. But I expect Ricky Pearsall to make improvements throughout the year. If Purdy plays, I like the Niners
All
to
right.
win and
The
cover.
Cardinals always win one of these, so I'll just pick them. Yeah,
You're
they
taking the
always win
Cardinals.
one of
They
these
do always
games,
win
dude.
one of these. The Cardinals are weird too because they've won 2 games, but they've won 2 games against the two
That's what they
worst
do
teams in
though.
the NFL, maybe.
They just play weird games.
No, I know. They beat Saints, Panthers. Then now they're going to play Cardinals, Seahawks, and I think the next 2 games are going to be a little iffy for them. Then they get the Titans and the Colts, dude. Like it's like in the Colts, I think by week 4, maybe if they're still hot, then we can have that conversation. But yeah, I don't know. You're right. They win one of these, and it could be this one, and then we have the whole thing about are the Niners bad, and then
Yeah,
they
then we
win
have
10
like
games in a row.
the all four teams in this division are within a game of each other, and it's week 14.
Yep. Yep. Oh, dude, this next game sucks. And of course, it's a Sunday night football. Kansas
What
City, New
what
York Giants. Kansas City 6.5 point favorites on the road in New York.
what were they
Over unders
thinking?
45.5. Oh, this game's dude. We were thinking a team in New York plus Patrick Mahomes that gives us views. This is a horrible game. I'm gonna take
I
Kansas
am
City to
too.
win.
I
I'm gonna
have
take the Giants
watched
to
so
cover.
many Chiefs games over the years to know that they are not going to cover this, which means they probably will. But I can't sit there and root for it. So
No, me neither. This is a bad game. I'm the amount of times we're gonna have to watch the Chiefs in windows like this sucks. And if you're gonna put the Chiefs in this window, put it against I
yeah,
don't know anyone in their division. Ugh, just bad. All right,
holy, this is
final game. This is an awesome game, and
insane Monday night game.
insane. Detroit at Baltimore. Baltimore's favored by 4.5. The over/under is 52.5. The last time Detroit played in Baltimore, I went to the game, and the Ravens beat the brakes off the Lions. I think it was 45-3 or something like that. Um, the Ravens looked unbelievable. Detroit looked like they didn't know how to play football.
Is this their home opener? The Ravens? No, it's
Yeah. No, they played the
oh,
Browns at home last week. Look, the Ravens have put up 40 points plus in both of their games. I don't think that Detroit's defense is set to change much of that. I think Detroit can score. This is
Yeah.
going to be an awesome game.
I'm just gonna take the Ravens and take the over.
Yeah, dude, gosh. I think I'm going to take the Ravens. I want to take the over really bad. 52.5 is a huge number. Um, but part of me wants to take the Ravens to win, Ravens to cover in the over because I think Lamar against the NFC is just an
Yeah,
insane
that's valid.
record. Let's see. I want to just pull up this number. He's 23-1 in his career
Did you see he has the
against the
highest
NFC.
passer rating ever? Also,
That's insane, dude. Oh yeah. He has the best passer rating at 106.4 with 5,590 yards, 48 touchdowns to 9 interceptions in 28 games against the
pretty
NFC.
pretty good for a running back.
The math doesn't add up for him to be 23-1 and oh, he's 24-4 in his career against the NFC. But um yeah, pretty good for a running back, dude. Pretty yeah.
All right.
I'm going to go for the trifecta, dude. Fuck it. Monday night trifecta.
Yeah.
Be cheering for that hard. And it sucks the Ravens are the Steelers' biggest rival because Lamar is
He's
so
the
fun.
most fun player in the NFL. I think the only argument is Josh Allen, and I'm not mad if you swap Josh to number one either.
Yeah. And I don't want, like, to be honest, between the two of them, I like them both almost equally. I lean Josh because the Ravens are the Steelers' biggest
Something
rival,
you
but
can
Lamar's
trust
so
more
much fun
about
to watch.
Josh, right? Is that why he's number one?
Yeah, I can't put my nose on it. I can't put my nose on it. No, I mean, I can't cheer for Lamar every week. I
Yeah.
actually have to cheer against him most weeks. And he is, yeah, like he's just going nowhere, and the Ravens are going to be so good for so long, and that part kills me. Having a guy like him in your division is just awful. But God, he's so hard to cheer against, man. It says something that
I
I'm a
think you should
Steelers
just
fan
get
and
him
I
on your
like Lamar
fantasy
this
team,
much.
and then you have validation.
Dude, and that's I can't, man. I can't. Because then it's two times a year I've got to cheer against
That's
my
true.
boys. Just can't do it. Um, all right. We'll move into the basement tapes, dude. It's been so long. For those of you who are just listening for the first time or don't remember, I lived in my parents' basement, and I do watch a lot of football games with my dad. So, uh, I no longer live in my parents' basement. I now live in an apartment, which is cool. Holly can attest to some of this because she is my sister, but my dad is a character. And my mom's very funny too, so she sometimes makes appearances in this. But my dad is really funny when it comes the grills thing that he couldn't get over last year. He was just astonished that NFL players had grills. Um, the Darnell Washington thing,
How
he's
could you
still
not be?
obsessed with Darnell Washington. Dude, how could you not be, man? What first 2 weeks of the season, he asked me, I don't know, net total 15 times why we're not using Washington more.
It's just
Um,
a it's just a yearly thing.
it's great. Dude, it's the when he gets cut, he's gonna be so the Steelers cut Beanie Bishop and then brought him back onto their practice squad, and my
Yeah.
dad was devastated, dude. He loves Beanie Bishop. Um, no, but I think dude, this is great. So we're downstairs, we're watching Steelers Jets together. He he comes down, he sits down in the chair. I'm stoked because he's watching most of the game or most of this part of the game with me. And then the Steelers go 3 and out, and Rodgers gets sacked, and we punt it back to New York, and it's a little dicey, but I'm not losing faith. He slams his hand against the chair. He goes, "That's it. We fucking lost." gets up, marches upstairs, paces around for like 20 minutes, comes back downstairs. He goes, What's going on? Are we Steelers ended up winning. He mowed the lawn at halftime. Um, he had back surgery during what we'll call the off season. He should not be mowing the lawn. I told him I was gonna go mow the lawn. Said if you can just wait until like halftime of the second set of games, I'll go out there and mow it. He's like, yeah. I'm just gonna go like take care of the perimeter of the yard. I was like, oh, okay. I look out the window. There he is mowing the lawn, dude. Mid Steeler game,
Just a football guy.
dude. Just a football dude. Loves the team so much he can't watch them. It's unbelievable. And then this is a little side note. I didn't get to watch this last game with him because he was in Colorado, and we went to the Utah Wyoming game. And for people who didn't watch, because why would you have? The Utes were tied with Wyoming going, or not tied, sorry. They were only up 3-0 with Wyoming going into halftime. And they looked bad, and we were all upset. And it wasn't even before the Utes had kicked off. My dad was saying to me, we're going to lose this fucking game. The Utes are going to lose this game. They're not good, Charlie. They're going to lose the game. The Utes ended up winning 31-6. Um, he's just, dude, he's got no governor anymore for his pessimism. It's just
It's
unbelievable.
crazy how he can just start out every single game, just be like, "We lost."
I think it's so that when
I
we
knew
lose, he
it.
can say, I knew it.
He's just prepared for the worst. I can respect it.
Like, yeah. He's just never been prepared for anything
Yeah.
but the worst possible outcome. And now, it's unfortunate because like I'm not much better than him, but I at least don't go into games with like, well, we lost. I usually
Yeah,
make
and
it
you
to at least
watch
the
the
fourth
games.
quarter. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And I sit there and I watch the games. So yeah, I mean, I guess that's the basement tape. We're in Wyoming. We're sitting there. He's declared the Utes are going to lose and or have already
So
lost the
is
game
is
at
this
least
segment
5 times
retired now?
before.
Is that do we call it child corner
I don't know, man.
instead of parent
Child
corner?
corner, dude. I don't know. I still
Yep,
watch the games in my parents' basement.
we can keep it then.
So
As long as you're in the basement,
yeah,
basement tape
yeah. I don't
can
know.
exist.
I'll be in the basement. You know what? I'll even
Okay.
take a picture and send it to you on Sunday. Yeah. So there's that. All right. Final segment. We ended. We did the last part of our pod last year. We did anime moments throughout the year, and Holly thought that it was clever. I enjoyed doing it. I
Mhm.
think Jalen enjoyed doing it too. So what we did is we compared moments during the season to moments in animes that we watched, and we're going to do one moment this week that reminded us of something from anime. It can be funny, it can be serious, it can be a player comp to a character, a coach comp to a character, or it can just be kind of like a little moment to moment thing. But Jalen, do you
I
have
do.
yours?
Shockingly,
Okay.
look,
I'm excited.
the
Let's hear it.
the Bengals are memed every single year for their slow starts, and they're somehow 2-0, right? You've got the Eagles,
Yeah.
you got the
Yeah.
Bills, you got the Bengals. One of those doesn't belong, and it just reminded me of Sakura saying, "Lady Tsunade, it looks like I finally caught up to them."
Yeah, the third, the dragon with three heads and the
Exactly.
one is
That
just
that's
a
perfect
derp,
too.
dude.
It's like the Bengals are 2-0, but they could easily be 0-2.
Dude, it's so true. Dude, it's so true. They've won two horrible games that they shouldn't have won. And like maybe it's a sign
Oh
of
yeah.
like things changing for them. Uh there are out of all the 2-0 teams, you have the Colts, you have the Chargers, you have the Eagles,
Bills.
you got Green Bay, Tampa. you got the Bills and stuff. They have a 5-point differential. They've only outscored their opponents by
Is
5
it
points.
5? I thought it was
Um,
I legit thought it was 2.
it's 5.
Oh,
4 last week and, 1 the week
that's right.
before because
Okay.
of the last minute touchdown. But it's important to note that they've won games literally by the skin of their teeth. If Cleveland doesn't miss 2 field goals, 1 point after attempting a field goal, they lose that game. If Jacksonville doesn't if they don't get a pass interference call against Jacksonville, they don't win that game. And it sounds like I'm shitting on Cincinnati. I like the Bengals. I love Joe Burrow. I love Jamar Chase. It's just they're not as good as advertised. And they don't belong in that conversation
No,
right now.
not at all. I'm sure it'll even out though.
Oh, that's so good. I
Dude, they could be
That's
3 and
so
0
good,
after
dude.
this week too.
Oh, I know. I know. It could be the worst 3-0 start
Top their division.
to a season. Oh, that's so good. Top of their division, man. The division with Lamar Jackson and Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, God, that's good. So I don't want to be premature about this, but it feels like I think this is right. There's a moment in Naruto where right before the Chunin exams, Kakashi is training Sasuke, and Naruto's asking to be trained because he has to fight too. And Kakashi tells Naruto that he got him this super special, you know, he's a special Jonin instructor. He's awesome. And it's this dude Ebisu Sensei who like wears these glasses, yada yada yada. And Ebisu is supposed to be like awesome instructor. He trains Konohamaru, who is the Hokage's grandson. So he's supposed to be the best. And dude, he's mid, like mid at his very finest. He's mid. And that right now, it feels
Yeah.
like Ben Johnson, dude. Supposed to be the coach, supposed to be the great instructor, and his team just got beat 51-10, and they also lost week 1. And Caleb Williams doesn't
Yeah,
look
no,
any
it's
better for it.
it's like Caleb's like, I want to train with a good coach. And they're like, but you've got Ben Johnson. And he's still just the same Caleb Williams.
Yeah, yeah. And this is how you know Ebisu wasn't actually a good sensei, is that very episode that they introduce him, Jiraiya is
Yeah.
introduced and takes Naruto under his wing. So
Rip Ben Johnson.
and, like, I kinda hope I'm wrong. This is super premature, it's week 2, but damn, dude, Caleb Williams it's either a Caleb Williams problem or it's a Ben Johnson problem, and it may be a Caleb Williams problem.
Yeah,
We'll start to
I
see.
don't know what it is, but the Bears stink. I'm here for it though. I think it's funny.
They stink, and the writing's kind of on the wall about Ben Johnson being a
Yeah.
little too over savvy, like, taking Colston Loveland when Warren was on the board, and
Yeah.
Tyler Warren just looks better at every part of the position, and we're just not gonna, I don't know. It's yeah, it's a bummer, man, for Bears fans. For me, I think it's
Yeah.
hilarious.
I think those were two good ones for this week. That and now that I
Those are
have a
good
week
ones,
to
dude.
think
Those
about
were
it for
fun.
next week,
Um,
I'm gonna have a fire one next week.
for sure. And also, I want to say week 1, I said it to Jalen while it happened. Uh, DJ Moore
Oh, DJ Moore died.
looking like Sanji fighting, dude. DJ Moore died. He got hit harder than you see most receivers get hit, like over the middle of the field from a hospital ball from Caleb Williams. He walks off the field, doesn't really walk off the
into
field, like gets helped off the
into
field.
the
I think
tent.
no
We're
way we
like,
see him again.
we both look at each other. We're
Into the
like,
tent,
he's not coming back.
and sure enough, like 5 plays later, he's out there, and I said he's got
No, dude,
Sanji's
we're like, we're
exoskeleton.
watching. It's five plays later, right? We're watching, and I'm like, is that DJ Moore? And you're like, what does he have? Like the Sanji exoskeleton? It was so good. I just pictured Sanji, like, all crooked, like,
Dude, you
cracking
got that
back into place.
yeah, after Queen, like, punches him
Yes,
in the, like,
yes.
cobra thing of his tail.
Oh, so good.
Oh, god. Well, that's the first pod back. Um,
Thank you.
Thank you, Holly. Thank you, Jalen. Great job. Happy to be back.
Yeah.
Can't wait to do this every week.